Talk time. Internet dating. Boy, if you had asked me about this maybe a year or 2 years ago, I would have said, internet dating, yes. Completely nothing wrong with it. Go for it. But now, I'm far more hesitant. I think it's shaded by your own personal experiences, though. If you've had good experiences, then you're going to say that it's a positive thing. And if you've had negative experiences, then you're probably going to say it's a negative thing. But, let's explore it, really. The problem is, it depends what sort of internet dating you're engaging in. Most people start with just texting back and forth, or emailing back and forth. Although this can provide a lot of information, so can letter writing. Pen paling was very much a way to communicate, and occasionally people did fall in love from writing letters to each other. It did happen over a long period of time. Now, with technology as it is, there's really no point in not being able to voice chat with somebody over the internet. If you're already texting somebody, then you should both have the ability to voice chat. A microphone, come on, it's only like $8, maybe $10, maybe a little bit more. And a webcam isn't that much expensive. I mean, again, maybe 20 bucks on the low end. Go to Walmart. It's not that expensive. Getting your photograph online is ridiculous easy. You don't need a scanner. All you need to do is take it to Walmart and scan it there, and they'll put it on a CD for you. So somebody that says they don't have a picture, they don't have a microphone, they don't have a webcam, pretty much, you know what? Either they're too young to have a job to work to get enough money to get those things, or they're too lazy to go get those things. And somebody like that, to be honest, isn't somebody you might want to date. You know what I'm saying? Plus, think about this. They might not even be a girl or a boy. Or they might not be telling you everything that's really real about them. If you haven't seen what they look like, yes, superficial appearance doesn't matter, but seeing what somebody looks like does. Do you understand where I'm coming from? If they don't trust you enough to show you what they look like, then they don't trust you enough, okay? And if they don't trust you, then there can be no relationship. In all relationships, there are risks. There are greater risks online because anybody could just say, yeah, oh, I'm Patrick Stewart. If I had enough of an impression, you might believe that I was. Who knows, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Unless I have a video webcam up of my face as I'm talking to you, you don't really know who I am. Even with that level of communication, the next obvious step is phone calls, because again, it's a level of trust. But, I'm just saying, where do you draw the line, and how do you tell if somebody is trustworthy enough to even initiate those extra steps of communication? If all you're doing is texting somebody and you decide you like them, and then you want to move on to voice chat or webcam chat or something of that nature, I think that's the next logical step. I think you're only doing yourself a disfavor if all you've been doing is texting each other and you decide that you have a romantic interest in them. I think you're just going to wind up getting yourself hurt in the long run. Although again, with letter writing, back before we had computers, some people did fall in love through letters. And that's another point. I think you should go to letter writing. Write each other letters. Because that takes a while. And that delay, either you're gonna find somebody in real life, or you're gonna decide that this person's worth the wait. Okay? And that's really, I think, comes full circle back to this. Is why aren't you socially active where you live? Is there nobody around there? Is it just that you don't like anybody around there? Or is it that you just can't find any place to be social? And let's face it, adults don't really have a lot to choose from when it comes to social situations. You have the bar scene, which is no fun for a lot of people. I don't want to go to a bar. I couldn't stand being in a place like that. Then you have what? What's the other? Maybe a poetry reading, or perhaps going to a church. But if you're going to a church to meet somebody, you're going for the wrong reason. But typically speaking, of course, when we're talking about online dating, we're probably talking about somebody that isn't the magical age of 16, 17, 18, whatever it is in your state that they consider you an adult. Okay? And look, if you're dating, or you're allowed to date in real life. Okay? If nobody at your school will go out with you, then, it can wait. Trust me, it can wait. Get a job, get a summer job, and earn some money, and that might make a little bit of a difference when approaching people for dates. And really, the thing is, just be smart about it. Think about what you're getting yourself into. This is somebody miles away from you. Potentially millions of miles away. Is that really worth your time and trouble to do? And when it comes to these internet dating sites, you're having to pay for a service. Alright? They're gonna try to do everything they can to make sure you continue to pay for their service. So you might find somebody, or you might just have an inbox full of spam trying to convince you to stay with their services. So, there are choices out there. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think that internet dating is something that, you should look to as your first choice. It should be maybe a choice of last resort when you've exhausted all other possibilities. But hey, making friends online is great, and there's absolutely nothing I can find wrong about that. Just, be smart. Don't give out your information unless you really trust somebody. And trust is hard to come by. Peace out.